Welcome to this short series where we are playing Expedition 20. This is the Breach Expedition, which was released in October 2025. And in the last part we completed phase 1, moved on to phase 2, got to here. We've discovered the gentle giant creatures, and what you can see here now is I've deployed the Nautilon, so we're going to claim this reward. And so we've got some fuel cells, some oxygen, and we've got a marine shelter. So if we come in here, it's probably going to be in Nixon craft. We've got that there, and we've got a little bit more oxygen. Well, I think we've got a little bit more oxygen. And what I've done since the end of the last video is that we've got to go down. What I did is I flew around and dropped down on a couple of places where it looked like the seabed was deep enough. So we're just going to drive down here. Apologies, you can't see anything. It's just like a blue halo going down. We're at 300 meters. I think this is going to be deep enough. You can see we're 400. Hopefully we're going to bottom out, because what we've got to do is collect some sea glass. Yeah, we completed that milestone. Brief moment then I thought I hadn't. Okay, we're about over 500 meters down. Obviously we must have crested over a mountain or something. We're going down the side of a mountain depth. Right, we're 825 meters, 843. Oh, we're still going down. I will just claim that reward. Operating. Got Supreme Scanning System upgrade. Okay. Right, we've got a scanner module, movement module. I don't think that's going to be for the Nautilon though, is it? No. Can we? Okay. Got no sonar scanner. That's a bit of a mistake, but... So what I'm going to do now is we're just going to go across the bottom here, see if we can find some sea glass. Actually, what we could probably do is sulfide. Okay, I'm not seeing some strange... Okay, we found some sea glass at last. It's just... there it is. What I'm looking for... It's... whoops. One. How many have we got to get? Find 5. So let me just... Right, this is going to take a little bit of time. There's another one. Hopefully it's not the same as the last one. 2. There's another one just over there. For life support.
Technology recharged.
Right. We don't have that much oxygen left, so we're going to have to be very, very circumspect here. Okay, there's 2 here. Going to be quite useful. 1, 2. Need to find one more. Move away a little bit. Out again. Finally. That was a real pain in the neck, guys. Don't think we need anything else down here now. Right, we're going to collect this. It says multi-tool inventory slot. It's a pre-mining beam upgrade. Okay, I'm just going to install this. Of course, we'll definitely install this as well. What we will do is just move you down there, put you there. Right, what we've got to do now is get back up to the surface. So it's going to take a little while to get there, so I'll see once I actually get there. I can't get out my ship. Right, so what we're going to do now, I'm not going to worry about retrieving the thing. We're going to beam back up onto our Corvette. Let's just see. We're definitely going to need some oxygen. We've got a debris rangefinder, so we can just take off. Get up into space. Oops, I've left the rear door open. That's okay. And we're going to, where is it? Scan for debris. And of course we're going to pulse drive. Oh, and the rear door closes for you if you pulse drive. That's pretty cool. Brake, 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 stop. X. And of course we're checking out what get the components first. What we got? Firebox cowling. Oops. Got that there. And we got to recover the crew. Rare item found. Log corrupt. Recovering damaged sectors. Going from bad to worse. Can't wait to get home. Navigation distorted. Nothing but static. Warping just empty systems. Lost in some abandoned sector. Okay. Okay, well, lost in time. So, get back to our... Yeah, it's the jolly old Nautilon. It served its purpose, but we, in theory, we shouldn't need it anymore. We need some coal protection is going to be quite interesting. Right, so we've now... Oops. So we've now completed this. Claim the reward. Some life support gels. Those could be useful, considering we're low on oxygen. And of course, what we will do is claim this reward. So we've got Arian Starship Trail customization, Arian Starship Trail plans. Now, in theory, those should be permanent. So that finishes off all of phase 2. So what we got to do now is go to the next mission. How much warp fuel have I got? We've got 40%. Yeah, we're not going to do this in one go. So what we're going to do is warp to the next system and then see if we can get some warp fuel. What formulas have we got for the warp fuel? Of got warp cell here. We can make a warp cell antimatter housing. Okay, we can one of those. Make a single warp. We don't have a hypercore though, so we've got to do it.
Technology recharged.
Oops, should have made 2 actually.
Technology recharged.
I think what we're going to do is we're just going to dive into the space station, and we don't need to pick up anything fancy, but what I want to do is see if we can get the necessary to actually I mean, we won't be able to get any oxygen, but we can pick up the necessary stuff to make more warp fuel. That would be quite useful. And of course we've got a 5-mile walk to get to the there. Modules are cleared. I think what I will do is, what have we got in here? We got the exosuit. No. Those in the starship. Okay. Yeah, we got space in here, so. Right, I'm just gonna walk down and see what we can buy, and I'll be right back once we get there. Okay, welcome back. I thought I would actually, okay, use up those exosuit expansion upgrades. Great. Just to give us a bit more space. That. Plus it frees up a slot because we're not lugging those things around. Alright, so let's just see if we can pick up some basic supplies here. Electric terminal by
Product received.
we've got rusted metal, but a bit tight-fisted, but at least, well, on the very least, we're just you up on the way out. Okay, that's not as good as I thought it would be, but that's okay. And I've got to hike all the way back because there's no teleporters, and I'll see you once we get to here. So here we are, back to the ship. Close the hatch. Got a vile brood, ancient bones. Okay. I'm just gonna go. What I want to do is just follow the path with respect to. I'm gonna have to jump to here. This is actually a dissonant system. Now we've got a requirement to pick up radiant shards, but I think, to be honest, unless it's right in front of us, we've got uranium, gamma. Think. That there, weathered valves. Now I think we're going to keep going, guys. Let me just see. We do need to make progress, and I'm aware that this is the expedition at a very leisurely pace, but to be honest, at the moment, this is the way I feel. That, yeah, I just don't feel like rushing through and doing anything just at the moment. Anyway, we're going to head straight for, actually, what we could do, can we make a what we got. What do we need to make this? Okay. We can make the solar mirror. We need chromatic metal. Well, it's got copper on the planet, so we'll head for the rendezvous. Oh, this doesn't look quite so. Okay. This landing site not clear. Well, there's some clear space down there. Right, there's some kind of landing point here we can put down here. Okay. What the flaming heck is that? Right, it says we're going to go 715 in that direction. What we will do is pick up that.
Thermal protection falling.
Don't think we've actually got thermal protection, have we? We just need, all we got is batteries. It's a little bit unfortunate, but okay, we're going 700 in that direction. Get the feeling, think creatures on this planet don't like me. Okay, right, we've got to go 700 meters in that direction. We do need oxygen though. Okay, there's some oxygen over there. Now, if I remember correctly, we've got to kill some of these guys. Ah, get out of the... We've got to kill some of these guys, so if I remember correctly. So we might as well deal with these as well while we're at it. I know we're doing things a little bit out of order, but where we got to go now? It says we got to go right. I've got a little bit off route, but hey guys, welcome back. I'm still getting there, but we just found another burrow. So we're going to take advantage of this and kill these guys. Okay, we've got 5 hungering tendrils. Keep away from that guy. Yep. And give you an idea, I think the game's playing with me at the moment, because it's the rendezvous point seems to just keep getting further and further away. Anyway, so we've now got collect the tendrils. Okay, we've got scatter blaster. Where's that then? Blaster modules. That actually... I don't think we've actually got a scatter blaster though, have we? Because I think we've got out of sequence. Okay, it says we've arrived. Rendezvous point locked at last. Been a little bit of a hike round, but we have managed to get the tendrils. Okay, so what we got to do is just arrive. Oh, this is another. Okay, reach rendezvous point 3. Okay, so we some projectile ammunition. We got some other bits and pieces. Pick this up. Don't need the living slime. Technically, we could get some stock transfer, some units, and of course we can do the Forsaken terminal as well. Not that we're going to get much from it. Okay, returning user identifier, Glimmer. Okay. Longer, real, hunger. Just rattle through this, analyze data log. Got some nanites, and of course we've now got the rendezvous point. Got a pre-packaged force field and a supreme booster upgrade. Okay, so we can install that. Gives us a personal force shield. You over, leave you there. What else did we get? We got a bulk caster module upgrade. Anything else that we got? Nothing. Multi-tool expansion. Right, let's just take stock of what. Right, let's see what we got to do next. Adopt an anomalous floating. Explore a derelict freighter. Do that, we're going to need pre-packaged greaser unit, signal booster, unstable plasma. We're going to find friends in odd places. What is that then? Friends in odd places. Adopt an anomalous floating companion. In a purple star systems, use the galaxy map to locate the appropriate system. Okay, so that's not going to help us. So it's almost got to find crusher bile grub. Okay, welcome back. I've found it looks a bit like a crash freighter, which could be quite useful because I think there's copper around here as well. So gonna land on the crash freighter. Game discovered by Hello Games. Thank you, game. Right, I'm gonna look round. Unfortunately, what we're going to do is go for copper first, then we'll worry about the target. I really do need this copper because so I need this copper. Yes, thank you, game. We need this copper to be able to make some chromatic metal because I'm completely out of it at the moment. So it's gonna get here. Grab this. We can put this in into the personal miner and turn this into. Right, let's get this into the personal miner. Start producing some. Right. Saying that we got a target over there, 255, so we'll go this way and see why the game's actually giving me a target. It says there's a juicy grub up here, which means we're going to get ourselves into a battle, but that's okay, we got to do it. So we need hazmat gauntlets. Okay, how do we get hazmat? Oh, come off it, game. You mean I've got to find... Okay, so to get a hazmat glove, I've got to get to dereliction of duty. So how do I... Emergency... So we've got to find friends in odd places. Right. So this is a sequence. So how do I find friends in odd places then? Okay. Actually, I wouldn't mind doing that. To do that, we're going to need to make this. Make that, we got to make a quantum computer. Make that, we got to make. All right, we need chromatic metal to make. Getting a bit irritated here, game. Okay, let me just see if I can make the detector. View that. How many of these we need? One microprocessor.
Constructed.
And where did that go? Yeah. Okay. What I'm gonna. Right, I'm just gonna get back to the ship. This is getting a little bit frustrating. Right, change of plan, guys, because I feel that I've been kind of led on a bit of a false trail here. We've got a few buildings around here that are going to be worth checking out. Plus, I need some oxygen, and I'm not seeing any. Oh, we've got some O2 up there. I need to stock up on some resources. Yes, thank you, game. Right, I feel that I need to stock up on some resources here, guys. So what I'm going to do is, this is where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to spend some time building up some resources, getting some oxygen and various other bits and pieces so that we can push forward with the main mission. And I'm going to need to think about adopt an anomalous floating companion, because it's, if we go there, it looks like we've got to go to another system. It says locate strange life forms in a purple star system. So what I'm going to do is, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. What I will do off camera is actually, how can you put it, gather some resources here so that we can move forward a little bit quicker going forward. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.